Hey you guys, had a little junkyard installment for you, kind of Vue related, but this is actually 2008 Equinox. It's a sport model. There are two different versions apparently, one that came with cloth, or maybe it was an option, and one that had the nice leather. So this leather is actually in decent condition except for this. I had recently pulled a set of Torrent seats that were leather because they were in such awesome condition. They basically looked like these. And you see they have the flatter bolsters. There's not nearly as much cushion in these. It's better than the Vues, but again, you see there's not a lot holding you in the seat. And they're not perforated, not that that really matters, but those are obviously an upgraded version. When you look from one to the other, this has higher seat bolsters, much higher bolsters on either side of your body. Of course, it's got the dial crank like the Vue. It's got the power set up here. And someone has already cut the seat belt, so nobody be mad when I do the same on this other one. Because time is of the essence today, and I only need this stuff for a donor. The back seat, these lift here. See the same perforated treatment. Yeah, there's a little bit there, but ultimately these seat covers are not what I'm after. I'm after the seats themselves, due to a project that's upcoming for my Vue. I will definitely be doing all that and putting it up on the video, but I've got to wait for extra set of hands. See, it's got the nice perforation. But anyway, I figured I could rescue these covers for somebody because I just need the seats, only because I was going to use this Torrent setup in my car, and then we found something in the Vue. We found something better. See, it's basically all the same, although this doesn't have the fold down in it for whatever reason. I think mine does though. Because this is a 2006. I got mine out of a 2008, so they have the fold down. But anyway, moving on. Yeah, these have these and this design versus what our Vues have for the center consoles. Let's see. Now, my Torrent seats did not have any of this going on. They were in perfect condition. So basically though, I feel guilty because my Torrent seats were perfect, and to destroy them and take them apart, I can't do it. I can't do it. I feel bad. I can use them in something else. So that's what these are for. They can be the donors. I'll take the seat covers off. I may even be able to in the future get a mint replacement for this using a passenger from another car, and then sell the whole set as basically fine, except for that little scrub back there. Anyway, sorry for rambling for 4 minutes. So I'm pulling these. I just wanted to share with y'all, since it is different from the Vue. Previously I had done the removal on the redline edition from 2006, 2007. Okay, but the Equinox, and it should be the same with the Torrent, but this, we're talking about a 2008 Equinox. These front bolts are your 15 millimeter. I've already got them loosened up. So the bolts are about ready to come out. And here on this sliding back seat, yes, you see this is a sliding back seat. These, there's two, they're 13. And over there, and then we've got 18 in the back. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull all that loose. Now, fair warning, this is heavy as all get up. So I'm going to be doing this in stages. I'm going to get the front seats out of here first so I have more maneuverability to get this thing out. It's not fun, but I'm going to go ahead and pull all the bolts loose, show you guys the process. Got our 18 raring to go. Oh wait, that plastic plate's in the way. It's all good. All right. There we go. So we already did the other side loose. Now we're on the passenger side. Now I'm in Georgia, so we usually don't have rusty cars. So a lot of times, not all the time, a lot of times these come loose pretty easy. I was just able to use my extendable ratchet there. That is not even in a half inch, and it came right out. But I was prepared just in case. I have a breaker bar in the trolley over there. I said trolley. Okay, cart. Oh, so goes my brain. These are 13 down here in the front. If I can get, there we go. Ah, Georgia. Okay, down here on the driver's side. Oh, isn't that nice? Now, these with the extra bolstering, I don't think I went into this. If I did, sorry for the repeat. They were on the sport editions of the Equinox, as well as, there we go, I'm just grabbing these up. The sport edition of the Equinox, as well as the GXP. That's how most people know it on the Pontiac line. So that would be the Torrent, would be the GXP. Everything I can tell, they're identical. Onto the front here. This is 15. There we go. Now she's dropped on. And you just break them loose. It literally, with this guy, I was able to pop it loose. I didn't need any of the big guns. So, now we just pull these out. Rather than y'all have to watch me go through all that. So there's these two. Back over here to the other side. I got a 15. All right. Over to the bolt pile you go. And these are loose. So go ahead and slide this bad boy back. Just grab the bar there, slide it back, give myself a little bit more room. So it's a lot easier in the Torrent. It has more leg room here. And the jury's out. I don't know if this carpet is transferable, but I do know these from the Torrent will work. And I believe these uprights will, if you have the whole section, because they go in differently than the Vue. So I'll be experimenting with that and showing you guys the results in the future. But all this dimensionally is the same. But just pull it out of an Equinox and go stick it in a Vue at the Junkyard. If you've been with me on any of my Junkyard adventures, you know I like to take as much of the wiring as possible. It's the same as the Vue in them, where it's got these little feet that are, there we go, latched in, and they have to be lifted. The front has the catch, so what you're going to do is you lift it up and then slide it back, there we go, up and back. So that's basically what I'm going to be doing. I'll show you this one from back there, and then I'll try and switch it up when we do the front so that you'll be able to see it. This has a tall headrest, so I'm hitting the ceiling in one end, hitting the dash in the other. There we go. All right. So that did the trick. Now you can see the slots. So you want to fold the seat forward, but you're going to hit here. So either take the headrest out, which I don't want to deal with, or put it in kind of this partial position, so you can do both. Now that it's clear, I can tip it up and get access. There y'all can see how those feet work. All right, but we're salvaging our weather packs. We're just gonna cut at the floor. Airbag is side curtain up here, not in the seat itself. So we don't have to worry about airbag seats, so that'll save some money. that is your manual passenger seat. If you care about your interior, if you're doing this on your car, be careful, put something here so it doesn't scratch. But you're not going to be cutting, you're just going to be unplugging. Same thing for these, because everything scratches. And just kind of wiggle it out of the doorway. Set her down. It was not a good way to film that, but it's not very heavy, so there you go. And now you can see the slots in the floor there. So it's a lifted floor pan, and those go in, and then you're flatter back here for those. And this is why I don't like these consoles. Apparently these are for CDs, so that's kind of cool, but this isn't your armrest in place of the Vue has the actual armrest that comes down. Not a fan, because you can see all this basically was drink spilling, and your only storage is that, which I guess you got pen and paper and whatever. But yeah, no, I like the Vues better. So some people swap over. Looks like a lot of this is compatible. Yeah, now this one's going to be more interesting because it is a power seat. But fortunately, it does have the lever so we can fold it forward. Apparently, that's all we're getting. Let's see what we got. Lift up, close the visor, lift up from the back, and then slide. Okay, we're going to snip our wires. Sorry for making you seasick. Now these are power seats, so there's more going on down there. There we go. Again, I'm saving the clips. Anyway, I have plenty of spare seat belts at the house. Right, that's done. Okay, using two hands, pulled it all the way forward. Now we're going to rotate. Again, if you're doing this in your car, mind your plastics. You may want to go ahead and pull them ahead of time. See, like that, we're able to pull it out. I'm going to need two hands, but y'all get the idea. It's pretty much out. Okay, it's out. All right, so I took the other seats up front because this is going to be a load in and of itself. And the back catch will not open, so I can't take it out that way. I gotta take it out the door. I have the most amount of room over there, so that's where my cart is. All right, we're in that position now, straight up and down. I just gotta extract it through the door. I flip the seat around, and so the feet face to the back. That clearance should be better. So it's flipped around. There we go. The slider has gotten caught. Now, let's see if I planned this properly. Hey, at least I didn't face plant. It's in, and me slipping, I twisted my cart. I'll have to fix that at the house. But, wow, it's in there, and it's movable. So this cart folds, so being on this hill, running into the tire, it was just kind of a disaster waiting to happen. Anyhow, that's how you get that out. Oh my gosh. Well, now if I can get it in the car.